What's going on YouTube? Cap24 back with another play out of the series that we're doing this week out of the Buffalo Bills playbook. We're looking at the 2-1-2 personnel grouping where you've got two running backs, one tight end, two wide receivers, in which what we're doing is we're looking at trying to get people out of their meta defenses, get them against some type of small type of receiver sets to where we're able to pound the ball, throw the ball over the top, and also give you some dink and dunk options, and that's going to be one that we're looking at today. A concept that I really like, that it's going to be unique play design, something that we're going to have fun with at the end of Madden 18, that you're going to go and say, you know what, when it works and when you put it on the right play call, you're going to kind of have some fun with it, right? So the play is going to be called PA Draw Shot. And it's something that goes against really any type of coverage. And we're going to kind of go over that when we break this down. But we're really looking for cloud flats, okay? So let me show you. Let's start off with cover 3 cloud flats. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put X on a streak, okay? Now, we've taught you in the past, a certain type of wheel and streak combination is going to man activate the cloud flat zone defender. In this case, it's going to be the free safety coming from the top, okay? He's in the cloud flat. Once you see that the B goes ahead and breaks the field, that guy's going to turn his back, and he's going to basically call, man coverage on him, right? What we're going to do is we're going to get some unique play design where we're going to put this fullback on a check and release. What that check and release does is it slows down his route to where we allow for the cloud flat to cover the B down the field and leave the Y wide open. We're not going to leave it at that. We're going to playmaker that player because he's the closest player to the quarterback up the field for a good amount of yardage, as we're going to be able to show you how when they man activate, they don't play the ball the same way as in zone because their back is towards the quarterback. So let's watch happen here. What we're going to do is we're going to keep this out. We're going to go ahead, playmaker the Y up the field. You're going to see that he's going to be able to catch this ball, and we're going to get ourselves 20 yards before contact. Kind of a quick hitter, kind of a little bit of fun, but there are a couple elements on this play that I really need to discuss to make sure that you know when it works and why it works and how it's going to work. The first thing is we are doing this from the left hash mark first. We're going to show you how we can do it from the right hash mark, as we got a little bit different options there. But with the left hash mark, what you need to make sure you know is that we have to put this player on a check and release to slow him down. The principle of this is the wheel needs to turn up the field before the fullback gets to the line of scrimmage. Okay, so in this instance, what I did was I switched up my personnel grouping to where I have Julio Jones as the slot player, because you want somebody who has decent speed and route running to make sure that you ensure that the fullback does not get to the line of scrimmage in time. So watch what happens here. See how we slowed him down? See how Julio Jones went up the field and he passes the line of scrimmage before the fullback does? That is absolutely necessary for man activation to occur. So we do this, and you see how now we're able to look at this left defender. He's the one that is a cloud flat. He was the free safety. He's going to turn his back and run with that player. When he does that, we're already playmakered that guy up, but you're going to see that he's going to be the one that is not going to play him. The player that's going to play him is the player that's actually in the zone, which is a cover 3. See the player that's all the way on top of the screen by the Gatorade symbol? See, when we go to throw it, he does the zone reaction, which is when in the 91 zone when he goes ahead and starts his motion, and he's the one that's going to make the play. But you're going to notice that by the time he catches the ball and gets first contact, we're about 21-yard gain. And then obviously we got some more because we had our fullback against their safety. Let me show it to you again, and this way you can kind of see what's going on a little bit better. It doesn't matter if they're on the top or if they're the bottom. It doesn't matter where the cloud flat is. He's going to man activate. Again, X on a streak, Y on a check release. It's very important to have the right speed correlation. If you have a good B receiver, usually it doesn't matter. I use this in salary cap with Evan Ingram as my tight end. He's a playmaking tight end, so I'm able to kind of direct him a little bit more where I want him to go, and it works fine with somebody who's got some speed and some good route running at B. However, when we get to against cover 2, we're going to show you that here as well. that it comes a little bit more in play because that cloud flat's a little bit closer. And the way it is, that you need to make sure that the Y does not hit the line of scrimmage before the B turns up the field. So here we go. We're going against cover 3 cloud flats again. He's going up the field. We're going to playmaker him, throw it to this player, get yourself some great yards, and, get down the field. Great cover 3 beater, right? Now let's look to see what they're going to do against hard flats. As you can imagine, hard flats is going to play closer to line of scrimmage. We're going to use this check and release to pull down that hard flat, allowing for the B to get up the field and be able to be a nice wheel flat combination. Watch how this works. You can see the guy's going to come down. You see that he's up the field. We're going to throw this ball to this player, and you're going to have an easy cover 3 beater. Obviously, when the cloud flat is coming from the top, it's a little easier to throw it, but it's actually a little harder to throw it when the hard flat is coming from the top because of the way that he comes down. But you can see that you still have that opportunity. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave the cloud flat low like this, so you can see that it's still going to work. And then I'm going to do the hard flat from that same positioning, so you can see a little bit more about how it's going to work as well. So here we go again. Check and release. Go through this. So this is the cloud flat from the low position. He's still going to man activate. We're still going to throw it to him, and we're going to have ourselves some success. Just make sure that you get the playmaking timing down in order to make this work. And then here again, here's hard flat. I'm not going to base the line here. I'm going to leave this guys where they are. Hard flat from that spot. Again, what you're going to see is that guy's going to jump the Y a little bit easier for you. And you're going to see that the B's going to go up the field. Throw this ball to the outside. Make sure that you've got that ability to throw away from that player that goes up the field, and you're good to go. In this instance, my X-receiver Sanu is not as fast. Because of that, he's not going to drive that one player further down the field against hard flats. But if you're in a situation that you're going against, in mud, or you got 2 more speedy receivers, I can either easily throw in Gabriel here, and he's going to drive that player a little bit further back. But I want to make sure that you see all that, okay? Now let's go ahead and turn over to cover 2. So with cover 2, guys, what you want to do is make sure that you definitely have that Y fullback not get up the field before the B does it. Okay, the main reason behind that is the fact that you've got the ability to need that cloud flat to really activate on that B to make this work. So watch how it happens. We're gonna do the same thing. The guy's going to man activate. You're going to be able to throw it to the Y, catch this ball, and you're going to have some great success. Again, if you're seeing that the player's not man activating, look at your personnel, make sure that it's right. Coleman is a 90 speed fullback, one of the fastest fullbacks in the game, if not the fastest fullback. I haven't studied the fullbacks ratings as far as regs, but I know obviously for a 90 fullback, it's going to be pretty fast, right? So in that sense, what's going to end up happening is he's going to get there a lot quicker. If you have to get a fullback that's a little bit slower, then to make this work, make sure you do. But for the most part, as long as you get that B receiver to be a 91 route runner a little bit faster, it's going to work for you. So here it is against cover 2 again. We're going to carry out the fake, go outside, wait for him to man activate, throw the Y to him, and have some great success. So that's how it works against cover 3 and cover 2. Now let's move this over to the right and show you what we can do to the wide side of the field, okay? Here's your cover 3, cloud flat. You now can afford the ability to put the Y on a swing route, okay? Why a swing route from the wide side of the field? It's because we don't have to have him hesitate as much. He's going backwards before he goes forward, which naturally will get him behind the line of scrimmage, but you've got more room to make this work now from the wide side of the field. So that's why it can work either or. What we're going to do is carry out the fake, see that the guy's to the wide side. I like to wait until he's a little bit further down the field. Now I like to throw it to him. That's a very hard route for a user to cover, okay? Watch it. Even though we really give no threats in the middle of the field, that's pretty, just because of the fact that you're looking at these players and saying, is a player going to jump to the middle? Is the guy going to go back? They kind of stay in the middle a little bit. So watch here. We're going through this. Because of the swing, they're expecting their cloud flat to be able to play the outside. We're waiting. Now we playmaker him closer to the middle. If you kind of split the difference between the numbers and the sideline, that's when I playmaker him up. And you can see how we're going to be able to throw it to him, catch this ball. Once you hit the 40-yard line, right there's 20-yard gain. And you're going to get about 23 before anybody hits you. So that's how it works to the wide side of the field. really why I like it. No matter if you're doing it, to the short side or the wide side, it's going to have a success. Now you're going to see I just put cover 2 out there, and you're going to see that we're going to have the same success to the fullback here. So again, doing this, we're going to wait for the fullback to get right about there, put him up the field, do it to him, and you can see against cover 2, you're going to get that same 20 to 25 yard gain because of the play design. Really fun play. Something, like I said, it's just one of those deals that as we get further into Madden 18, we kind of want to make sure that we go a little bit further into unique route combinations you've never seen before, have a little bit more fun with. Make sure you take this into practice mode, as this is something that when you get in game, you want to make sure you got the timing of the playmaker right, get your personnel right, make sure that you got a good opportunity to give yourself the best success. Tomorrow's video, we're going to basically piggyback off this. We're going to show you a different way of running it, a little bit more unique, have a route that actually goes from left to right to hold the user a little bit more, and just kind of show you how we can have some fun. That one is actually going to get the halfback involved rather than the fullback, and just kind of give you some options. So make sure you tune into that, and we'll see you tomorrow. I want to say thank you for everybody that has watched this video all the way to the end. We do appreciate your support. If you got something useful out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It does really help us grow our channel. If you're new to our channel and haven't seen one of the videos that are on your screen right now, go ahead and check it out for some great Madden content, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.